we have a majority of economists now that believe a recession in the next 12 months is likely. First of all, do you think the Federal Reserve is currently helping or hurting the situation?
I think they're hurting the situation. I think that it is wrong to be saying that the way we're going to deal with inflation is by lowering wages and increasing unemployment. That is not what we should be doing. So this inflation thing is a real issue. It is a global issue. But at a time when working families are struggling and the people on top are doing phenomenally well, I don't think you go after working people.
If you serve all 6 years, the entire time you're in the Senate, you will not join either party's caucus, giving them officially your vote.
No, Chuck, I will not. I will maintain my independence. I will not caucus with either side. And by the way, Chuck, I think that this will give Utah added value of influence in the Senate that it just doesn't have. I think that we've seen well enough over the past year or two, especially, that the senators in the chamber who are willing to act with greater independence, serving their constituents, standing up to party bosses, standing up to extremist factions and special interest groups, they have the most influence in the chamber. They're more influential, I think, even than the party bosses. And I want that for Utah, and I know we'll do a great deal of good with it, serving this way.
Are we going to see this report? I know we're not going to see the report before Election Day now, and we could have a debate about whether the voters should sort of see this before Election Day. But are we going to see a report before the end of the calendar year? I mean, you're under a clock here, so I assume you have to turn in something to us, right?
You will see a report before the end of the calendar year, but let me just say that this isn't about the next election this fall. This is about whether the sanctity of American elections here on out will be marred with violence and with fraud, because in a case where that happened, these people were not held accountable. And so that's the purpose of this committee, is to ensure that we tell the full truth, allow government officials to make changes to the system to improve our guardrails, allow the American people to make better decisions about who they elect, and also to allow DOJ to encourage DOJ to do their job.
Thanks for watching our YouTube channel. Follow today's top stories and breaking news by downloading the NBC News app.